Stop getting on the ground. Fuck. Dude, the Crimson Guard are on full force right now. They are murdering me like crazy. Hello everyone, part 16 of Jack 2. Let's go to the underground and talk to Torn and Samos and everything. Let's get this ball rolling.
The Baron is still up to his old tricks.
The underground got word that several Crimson blast bots are zeroing in on the hideout here.
They're armored bombs which seek out targets. If any of those blast bots reach this place, we're dead.
Ah, what are you worried about, old man? You're almost dead anyway.
Well, if you'd taken better care of yourself, I wouldn't be in the state I am now.
Take out those blast bots before they reach the hideout, Jack. They have proximity defenses, so do be careful.
Good hunting.
Oh god, two Samoses. It's ridiculous. Oh god. Oh god. Hey, how's everybody doing? It's part 16. I know I already said it, but I just want to say it again because I really wanted to fill you guys in on the whole number thing, like numbers, like how they work and the process of how numbers go and everything. Actually, I hated math at school, to be honest, so numbers I've never been too particularly huge on. When I ever do leave my job and I get to tell you what it was, you'll be delighted to know how weird it was and how ironic it was in relation to how much I hate math, but not really useful to get all into that because I can't tell you what it is, but we are doing part 16, and this is a robot that we have to kill, and oh, he's gonna blow! We gotta kill all these things before they get to the hideout. And I remember having a little trouble with this mission the first few times I played Jak 2 because like by the time you're working on the third one, it's actually very close to the hideout. Oh shit. What the hell how did... Damn. That thing took like no damage and then like all of a sudden, boom. I was dead. Whoa, hold on. I need some Vulcan Fury ammo, dude. I gotta go out there without some Vulcan Fury. The hell you think this is? Now I'm probably wasting too much damn time. And I don't have Dark Jack, do I? Because I used them in the last chapter. Hold on, so real quick, let's read something from, like I said, like in the last part, I had comments that you guys wanted to discussion topics you guys wanted for me to talk about. Will Carson said, for option 1, the effects of fishermen dragging nets across the ocean, capturing innocent little dolphins, and the psychological torture young children would endure knowing these animals are dying. That was a little odd, truly, but your option 2 makes sense. The first time you did blank, shave, drop your ice cream, kiss a girl, get stung by a bee, etc. So basically things I've done first. Now, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of an open-ended question because, of course, you said etc. So certainly you want to see more than just the one you offered. But I'm just going to answer the ones that you actually used as an example, just for the hell of it. So, wait, hold on. What was it? Shave? Okay, first time you shaved? I don't fucking remember at all. If anything, it was probably when and I probably told this story before, which was I have, like, this bald patch on my shin, which was from this time where I shaved my knee, when I shaved my shin, basically, I was... Well, okay, I honestly don't remember if I've told the story, so I'll tell it again. But this was like in middle school, and this chick, I was trying to impress this chick because I liked her a lot, and she was like, "Oh, like I think it's really cool when guys like, you know, when guys shave or whatever." And I was, and then she somehow got to the topic of like, "Oh, you should shave your legs for me," and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird, but whatever, I'll do it." You know, for you, because I was trying to impress her. So. Dude, this thing blows up my thing like instantly. So sure enough, I went home like the following night or whatever, and I was trying to impress her. So I went to start shaving my leg, and I shaved one little section of my shin, and then I realized how stupid I was doing that, and so I stopped right there. So there was just this one little streak that I shaved, and I stopped doing it. And basically that shaved part never came back. So that's the earliest memory I have of shaving, and that's also why I have like a bald patch on my right shin. Like for some reason it just never came back. If I were to shave my legs today, the hair grows back. So I don't know why when I was young the hair did not grow back, but that is why I have a bald spot there. The first time I dropped ice cream, I don't remember that either. I mean, I did it plenty of times as a kid. First time I kissed a girl, that was like when I was I want to say 11 or 12 maybe. I don't know, there's nothing really significant about that. It was one of my neighbors, and I don't know, like, it was just one of those casual, young, ditzy friendship things where it was like, hee-hee, tee-hee, or whatever. And, dude, every time. I don't know, I really don't remember much about that either. Motherfucker. This would be a lot easier if the Crimson Guard didn't fuck me once I was on the ground. But then again, I should probably stop getting on the ground. Fuck. Dude, the Crimson Guard are on full force right now. They are murdering me like crazy. And then he said, got stung by a bee. That one I remember. It was the only time I've ever been stung by a bee. Which is... I don't remember what age. But basically, I was walking in my backyard. And... the crazy thing is, I consciously had it in my mind where it was like, oh, I've never been stung by a bee. This is cool or whatever. I wasn't thinking it that day, but it was always in my mind where it was like, oh, I've never been stung by a bee. I don't know what it feels like. And then one day I was in my backyard, and I was just kind of walking around, and I felt something weird on my foot. And I looked down, and there's a bee in my foot. And I was like, what the fuck? And so basically that was the first time I got stung, which I don't know why the bee was on the floor. Or, well, not the floor, but you know what I mean. I don't know why the bee was on the ground, but the bee must have been, like, I don't know, like, his wings must have been damaged or something. But basically, that bee was on the ground, and I just stepped on him. So I more or less caused my own fate there. And that's the story to that. That's pretty much it. That's those are all your examples. I can't think of any other first that are particularly interesting unless you somehow reminded me or whatnot. I would read another topic right now from one other guy, but I'm right in the middle of driving right now, and you guys know it's dangerous to read YouTube comments and drive at the same time. You know, don't text and drive. It's the same principle, really. It's just that they can't, you know, put that on a billboard. Don't read YouTube comments and drive because it's just too long and it doesn't really roll off the tongue. But the same thing works there, really. Damn it. Fucking Crimson Guard. Alright, well, let's try and not make this an episode where I spend the entire fucking Let's Play working on one fucking mission. Because I know 15 was an absolute disaster. But I'm always like... there's probably a number of good ways where I can approach this mission. I'm just not realizing it and not doing it because I'm trying to talk to you guys about, you know, the first time I got stung. Which, again, that was a notable first. Like, the other ones, it's hard to remember a lot of your first, because sometimes something's so insignificant, which that's kind of a lot of the examples that Will gave us. So that's what they are. They're kind of insignificant. Even when I jumped out, I still took damage there. It sucks. I need more Vulcan Fury ammo, because Vulcan Fury takes this thing out, basically. That's what I need to do. I need to do the punch and then the super quick, what do you call it? Multi-fire. Okay, first time driving a Zoomer. These fucking yellow Crimson Guards, man. Lamborghini looking motherfuckers. Hold on. I just want to not mess this up and take care of business here. That's another thing too, is we're getting near the end of the game, so the missions are getting a lot harder. Which is another funny thing, because, you know, one of the few games where it follows the old sort of rubric where the further you got along in the game, it actually did get progressively harder. Also, the scattergun's doing, like, nothing to this guy. Damn, should not have jumped. Also, by the time I finally get to the third one, it's going to be too close to the damn hideout. Damn it. Fuck. I wanna rock and roll all night and party. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm off this Tuesday, but I know that doesn't work for you and Judy. What's Jeff's schedule looking like? Yeah, he is off Friday, but it's only like this Friday. It's not like an every Friday sort of thing. No, he's using his sick time. Yeah, because it's expiring, so he's just trying to use it all up. Yeah, you can't blame the guy. I mean, if you got sick time, you might as well use it. But that's the bad thing, is that he's got to use it now, and it's not going to line up with our time off. I know. Well, it's just tough nowadays, you know? Yeah, Alright, well, I'll keep in touch with you guys, and hopefully we'll get this party going, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Please don't shoot me, Crimson Guard behind me. Whoa! I cannot believe I made it out of there alive. And there's tons of Vulcan Fury ammo. Awesome. Ooh, we're looking pretty good right now, guys. Actually, getting a zoomer and get to the next fucking robot. Because that is a serious concern with this mission, is that you will not have enough time to kill all of them, even if you're actually, you know, in a good position here. And I know I've died like 80 times already, but hold on, we might be in a good position here, because I got 97 ammo. 97 precious bullets to take care of busyness. I'm about to just jump out of this thing. Fuck this. It's gonna fucking blow it up anyway. I gotta stay out of range of the turret that's out there. Ooh, lots of ammo. Ooh, we're looking good. I'm feeling good about this one, guys. I'm feeling good about it. Ooh, it looks like this thing already took damage almost. Oh! Yes! Oh, we pretty much got this. I think. Hold on. I might have just been talking shit as a wave of Crimson Guard come in. Yep, I was. Oh, maybe I won't. No! Oh, you motherfucker! Wow, that was so close. Did you see that? Damn. Ah, alright. Well. Alright, well, let's try it again. But this time, this means war. I really don't want to read that comment just yet, because, like, I want to get this done and out of the way. And I don't want to veer off topic too much, because once I veer off topic, or not even veer off topic, but once I, like, go off the handle and start talking about stuff, it's very easy for me to lose focus. And I'm starting to realize now, because we're getting, like, near the end of this game, and we're getting to all these, like, difficult missions, that I really can't keep flying off the handle anymore, because the game is requiring me to really pay attention to what I'm doing now. Which, realistically, it always did, but now I really have to. Fuck! You dickface. Alright, get out of here. That Crimson Guard was a dickface. You see, look at his. Take a look at his helmet. Had dickface written all over that. Who did that? Probably one of his buddies, while he was sleeping or something. Which is weird, because why would they wear their helmets when they're sleeping? You'd think they'd take it off every once in a while, but they don't. You might be thinking to yourself, Ryan, what is up with this whole sleeping scenario? Obviously, they can just take his helmet and then write on it. No, can't do that. Because when the guy puts his helmet on, he's gonna see that there's dicks all over it. Can't do that, man. Yeah, I've just learned to get out of the zoomers at this point, because every time I touch them, they're just gonna explode, and I don't jump out quick enough. Like, the explosion always kills me. Well, at least I'm making some somewhat decent headway here. And finally figured out a good way to take care of these damn things. It's not even that. They weren't even... I didn't have a shitload of Vulcan Fury ammo, really. Okay. Oh, yeah. Woo! Finally. Holy shit. That took way longer than it needed to, because we don't have a whole lot of time left. Well, we kind of do have, but we have a decent amount of time left. Alright, hold on. Now I'll finally read that one thing that one guy, that somebody else posted. And I don't even have it ready. This is from Zero Ghost 11. He said a whole bunch of other things. He said, and if you want people to ask you to talk about stuff, then can you talk more about how college and high school were for you? And I think he meant to say weren't for you, because I've talked about how I didn't go to college. And I've talked about how I've talked many times about how I don't like high school. Or that I didn't enjoy high school, you know what I mean? Like, well, I don't know. I mean, I think it's safe to say a lot of people don't like school. Like, I don't know, like, the whole... I'm getting a stomachache again, now I'm not wanting to talk. Hold on. Ooh, I gotta wait for this thing to subside. Ooh, oh, ow, 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 stomachache. Ow, what did I eat earlier? What did I have? I had a toaster strudel. I had a breakfast sandwich. It was all breakfast items, nothing else. Okay, it's gone. But yeah, like most people, like, you know, and when they're in high school, it's like, oh, I hate high school. And then when you're out of high school, you miss high school. And then you start having all the regrets. Like, why didn't I ask this girl out? Why didn't I enjoy my time more? Why didn't I go to my homecoming? Why didn't I go to prom? Or, you know, whatever, right? Everybody's high school experience is different, but generally it's always like, oh, you know, high school sucks. And then most people miss it once they're gone. I don't miss it I don't miss it anymore. I never missed it. The only thing I missed was, like, friends, and I still keep tabs with them, so, like, I'm kind of okay in that scenario. I guess the only other thing about high school that I really, truly miss is that I had an excuse to see my friends every single day, whereas that's not the case anymore, now that we're, like, grown-up adults, and we all have jobs, and, you know, some of them are, like, still in college and stuff, so, in that sense, that's, like, the one thing I miss about, like, high school, but, like, why college wasn't for me, and, you know, I've talked about this a few times, kind of offhandedly, whenever it was, like, I was mentioning about how I like the show Dirty Jobs, and I specifically love the host of Dirty Jobs, Mike Rowe, and how he's always preaching about how college isn't for everybody because there's a lot of blue-collar jobs out there, tradesman jobs, things like that, that pay, you know, 6 figures, and these are jobs that America can't fill. Like, people just can't fill jobs like that pay 6 figures. And he's just trying to preach that, you know, college doesn't have to be for everybody, especially when, you know, you're taking out loans you can't afford, you're putting yourself in debt for years to come, and all of that for a degree that might not even land you a job for years to come, for a job that possibly doesn't even exist. You know, it really is tough if you take the college route. Sometimes it isn't. There's certainly smart ways to go about it, but college isn't for everybody, and it wasn't for me because I'm always about doing what makes you happy, and there was no job that required college that would have made me happy. So I could have gone to college for a number of things to get a high-paying job, but none of those jobs would have made me happy. So going to college, especially with all those things I mentioned earlier, which I totally believe in, and I totally agree with Mike Rowe on that scenario, it just makes perfect sense as to why college wasn't for me. I agree about the whole debt thing. I agree about the whole, you know, trying to get a job that doesn't exist, basically, because it's so tough to find a job even with a degree because you don't have experience and all that, and all those jobs are already taken. I just agree on all those fronts. So with that, coupled with the fact that I wouldn't even be happy with a job that requires a degree, it's like I'm definitely not doing it. So that's the thing, is that whatever job I would have been happy with doesn't need a degree. Like the games industry. I'd love to work in the games industry. Of course, the game industry requires a lot of degrees, but it depends on what you're going to do in the games industry. In terms of the journalistic aspect, which I would certainly love to do, like full-time, whether it's YouTube or whether it's working at a publication, that doesn't really you don't need a degree for that. You truly don't. So, I always thought that was an option, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to college for that. Certainly you can get a journalism degree and that helps, but you do not need it. Hold on, we're going to go into a cutscene here.
Well, if it isn't the dark eco-freak.
Where's Kira?
Don't worry, I'm keeping a close eye on her. You're the talk of the town, Jack. You give the people hope. How pathetic. I would have enjoyed killing you in prison. But now, it'll be so much more fun to take you on the track, in front of the entire city. I can hear the roar of the crowd now, as everyone sees their hope die.
It's good to have you back, Daddy.
Yes, it's nice to be free again.
You know, Kira loves a winner. Someday she'll be my mechanic.
Stay away from her.
Errol's the best racer I've ever seen.
He's not what you think.
And you're the judge of character? Ha! Look at you. People say you get angry and change. Besides, the Jack I knew wouldn't be working for a guy like Crew.
I need Crew's connections to fight the Baron. Without my... You know what? Do it your way, and I'll do it mine. Just don't come crying to me when the walls fall down.
Jack, buddy? Where you going there, pal? Jack? Jack?
Attention all drivers. The Class 2 races will begin soon.
Now what are we gonna do?
You'll have to drive for the team, Daxter. We need this win to qualify for the final championship.
How hard can it be? Just hold on tight and point the thingy where I want it to go, right? And then there's the other thingy that makes it go fast. Fast is good. I can do this. I'm ready to race.
So anyway, just want to talk about that that cutscene real quick. I really like that cutscene a lot, just because one of the good examples of like why I like the transition from Jack 1 to Jack 2, and because it still works, it kind of still shows, you know, Kira's character of like how she still like cares about. Oh shit, what's the boost button? I forgot. I seriously just did that jump without boost. I forgot what the boost button even was. Okay, it's circle. This is the second qualifier race for by the way. Just Daxter. Jack just pieced out. He's like, nah, B, I ain't having it. Which, understandable, because, nah, B, he ain't having it. So yeah, back to the, what was that? The conversation at hand about college and everything. Yeah, I mean, it's just, like, all those reasons put together, that's just kind of, like, why I'm in the position right now where I just, school was never for me. And, like, with again, the whole Mike Rowe thing, that it kind of all adds up as to why it's just not really into it, so. But I understand people that, like, it's not like college is a bad thing. It's not like it's not a smart thing to do. Like, if you want to be a doctor, you got to go to college. And even if it's a situation where you don't need a degree, but a degree helps and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things definitely help. Those things go the extra mile. And I applaud people that do go to college and people that, you know, that can do it. You know, that can pay the money, do that commitment, and really make something of themselves. I really appreciate that, and I really like that about certain people. So that's not a knock against college, but it's people are really undermining the fact that not going to college is also a very viable thing in today's age. So that's why for me school just never really worked out. I always just I loathed school, loathed it, not loved, loathed. Very specific there. I'm also losing my lead here, which is crazy because there's like no rubber banding, so I'm just full on losing. And we are on the last lap, so I'll probably want to get my lead back and actually win this thing. But that shortcut I did not take. I have not taken it at all, and it's working out pretty well for this guy. Just barely. Wow, that was real close.
Now there's a handsome winner.
You did it, Daxter. You helped us qualify for the big race.
Did you ever doubt? I backseat drive for Jack all the time. Hey, when do I get the winner's big kiss?
Maybe later, if you're a good boy.
Hey there. We showed those Class 2 losers a thing or two, huh?
I saw. You drifted a little high in the turns a few times, but you hung in there. I'm proud of you, Dax.
Really?
Yeah, you did great.
No, we did great. Right, partner?
Kind of showing Kira what's boss. But I also like Jack's defensive side on the prior cutscene where he was like, you know, he's not what you think he is. Like, you stay away from her, Arrow. Like, oh, good shit, man. That's what I would do if I was Jack in that position. By the way, my Jack 2 statue from GamingHeads.com is being prepared soon. That is a statue I will definitely be buying. A little update on the Kratos statue. I did, in fact, get my refund, which is pretty great. Actually, it came down to where they tried to deliver the package to my house, and the company basically told me that I can tell I can tell FedEx to deny the package, that I'm going to reject it and just to take it back to the manufacturer. So it got to the point where the guy was at my house with the statue knocking on my door, you know, trying to deliver it to me, and I said, oh, I got to reject this package, which was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, because it was right there. Like, that beautiful, hand-painted, gorgeous, high-quality Kratos statue was right there in his hands, and that's where I just had to say no. That's honestly one of the few times in my entire life where I really stayed super conservative with my money, basically, and said I am not going to make this splurge. Whenever I do, you know, like, make like disposable income purchases on like shit I don't need, like a video game or a statue or like anything. Whenever I do those things, I always do it under the circumstance that I can do it and that I can afford to do it. But like, again, like I mentioned with, I don't even know what part it was, when I ordered the statue, I pre-ordered it like a year in advance, basically. So you can't really decide financially if you'll still want to buy it a year from now. So, and then I just forgot about it, and then the email came up where it was like, oh, it's ready, so that's kind of how that all worked out. But I did get my money back. And one person wanted to know about the update on the daytime running lights for my car. Basically, they sent me another set, and it finally works. That's pretty much it. But then, you know what? I'm starting to realize the sets they sell, they're just straight up not perfect. Like, they totally still operate like a little delayed. When I auto start the car, the passenger side light is still like 1 second off the driver's side light, and it's just like, whatever. It's as good as I'm going to get it. I'm not going to ask for a fourth replacement set, so I'm just basically dealing with it. And they do come out pretty good. Yeah, Peacemaker!
All right, our own Peacemaker. Now we're rocking.
I'm now realizing that I probably could have gotten the Peacemaker for the robot mission that was giving me a really hard time. Good shit. Scattergun, no, blaster training, not scattergun training. Well, I do some Peacemaker training. Nah, I don't though. I thought Peacemaker training was required. I don't recall. But we're gonna go to the next mission. And, well, are we gonna go to the next? Oh, okay, hold on. That kind of ruined my intro because now the Crimson Guard are on me. Are we going to the next mission? I don't think so. Hold on, let's get one Peacemaker shot in there just for the hell of it. Boosh! Oh, the Peacemaker is dope. Thank you all for watching this part of Jak 2, and I'll see you all in the next one.